Hello there, my name is Chris Farah and welcome to my channel. We are going to go ahead and react to tonight's episode of 90 Day Fiancé. It's season 8, it's episode 2, and we're in it to win it with some couples, and then some couples, honey, we don't even know yet. We don't know them. Just like Mariah Carey, honey, we don't know them. We don't know J-Lo. If you hear some big noises, it's my dad. He's watching The Crown. Loudly, really loudly. So that's what's happening. If it sounds like a war, it's the war between Diana and Camilla over Charles. God, if you're watching that, like, ugh. Anyway, moving on. Side note, in the 90-day world, there have been 2 recent glow ups. Have you seen the pictures of Angela? Because she's already lost weight from her weight loss surgery. You know, you lose a bunch of weight real fast when you have one of those surgeries. I would know. And real fast, real soon. Definitely significant change in the picture she uploaded with her grandchildren. And then another glow up was Rose's, and she uploaded it to YouTube, honey. I mean, she got it all done. And by all done, I mean highlights. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Sin. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about the wealth of craziness that is this show. Hi, Renee. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and like this video. Just give it a little thumbs up. Let's get into it. If you haven't yet subscribed, this season I'm back in. I'll be doing lives every Sunday night to react to the episode. I'm going to try and watch the East Coast feed. As you know, I'm on the West Coast, so that happens at 5 o'clock for me, 5 to 7, watch it, and then just slap some makeup on, maybe get some water and go live for you. So, and then I'll do my edited recap because I like both. And you know what? So do you guys. And I don't want to make you guys choose. This is not Sophie's choice. I'll take both. We'll double. Look down. Girl, did you see that Elizabeth got an OnlyFans? So I did know they got an account, and I guess I haven't deep dived into it. I just want to know, is Andre naked? And how naked? Is Elizabeth naked? They have a baby. The baby's gonna just grow up in a naked OnlyFans household? Is that what's happening? Well, you guys tell me. I'm so happy to talk to you guys. Of course, I'm going to go through this pretty in my concise notes, in my way. If you want to say something super, let me try, what's the word? In a way that will be amplified, you're welcome to super chat me and I'll see it right away. But no, if you, oh, it's only Elizabeth. Whew. No, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Also, we want Andre. For OnlyFans content, I want Andre. Listen, I want Andre. Maybe there are some people that want Elizabeth. I want Andre. So yeah, you're welcome to super chat me, and you're not gonna get any titty from me though. This is my OnlyFans, honey. This is how I make my money. My OnlyFans come for the commentary. They're not coming for the titty. Okay, let's get into it. I'm really excited. This is crazy. They keep starting off with Brandon because they know Brandon is such a crazy storyline. I mean, we're not gonna even meet the French and whoever she's with. I don't even understand who that person is. They keep showing that person. I can't pick him out of a lineup. What does your voice sound like? And then there's the cougar. And that lady, nothing about them, which makes me feel are they going to be one of those we're never going to meet kind of couples, like the Williams? Maybe he's not a catfish, but maybe they break up or something. I don't know. It's suspect that we haven't met them yet, is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so Brandon, honey, Betty, okay. Wait, Brandon and Betty is one couple. And then side couple is what's his name? Stanley. I really want to remember it. And Julia. If you watch my recap, I could not remember Stanley's name, Joe Biden's brother. But they all get to the airport. And I just thought about the fact, Brandon's been in the backseat of that car for a long time, just the 3 of them. And I'm just he just has to sit there as what Stanley, Joe Biden is reading all the billboard signs. Betty's Bettying it up, which means controlling everything, talking a mile a minute, controlling him, controlling everything. I mean, so anyway, we get to the airport. They see Julia, Brandon and Julia kiss, and His parents are right there. And the editors, I mean, sorry, and the cameraman like kept framing shots of like them making out, parents looking at them making out. At one point, I'm like, Betty's gonna like be like, "You guys done kissing? It's my turn." I was gonna say like a three-way kiss, honey, and I haven't seen a three-way kiss since like spring break on MTV, and I just dated myself. I remember the first time I saw a three-way kiss on MTV. Oh my God. I was just so Catholic, raised so Catholic and so virginal. I didn't understand three people were going to kiss at one time. You don't even know who you just put your mouth into a situation and thing on your tongue. And then just like, sometimes it hits this person and sometimes it hits that person. And sometimes that person and that person kiss and you're just kind of there with your tongue in the middle of it. Like, you guys know. I don't know. I always thought about it. I never three-way kissed. Is that obvious? I've never three-wayed anything. Oh, wait. Okay, moving on. Let's do this TV show we're watching. So they kiss. The parents are like right there. It's real awkward. They finally get to the hotel. And theme of themes, honey, is that the foreigner tired, not European. The foreigner is always exhausted. In this case, she's obviously European. She's Russian. But foreigner, she's not, you know what? Russia is Asian. I forget that. Russia is in Asia. Anyway, so she's exhausted, doesn't want to go out. And of course, Betty's made, reservations somewhere, honey, because Betty is like an open table VIP member. So it's very important for her that when she makes a reservation, she's going to get the points. Betty has like all the VIP programs everywhere and she meticulously like tries to get points and is like, I'll pay for it. Then you Venmo me because she's like, I want to get the points for that. I want to get the coupon for that. She knows everything. She doesn't have a lot to do except control everything in her world. There's something in Betty that is like, I run things everywhere. I make my life exactly what I want it. I control. I'm the mistress of this world and this destiny. I mean, it's kind of, if I was to be honest, it's a little inspiring because she doesn't give a one fuck. It's her world. Whatever she wants, whatever in her mind is righteous. I mean, I guess a lot of people do that too, and we call them annoying. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they intrude on our own personal lives and liberties. But in this case, it's just like, and Brandon, of course, has allowed it. But again, he's almost a traumatic victim of this person that like has not ever let him ever breathe. It's crazy. Back to Julia, who can sniff it like in 2 seconds. Like Julia knows. Like Julia lands and is like, this isn't right. No, this isn't right for me. But they get in the hotel room. Julia's like, I want to stay in the hotel room. I don't want to go out, but they have to go out, and they go to this dinner, honey, and it's a bad news dinner. Like, I don't know what they were eating. And that's how you know that it was a bad dinner. Because I usually pay attention to all the food. And if I wasn't paying attention to the food, then bad things happened. So, of course, Betty's just like, you aren't sleeping together in the same room, just so you know. He hasn't told you. He's stupid. But let me just tell you, like, in my house, my rules. Yeah, in this Hyatt or whatever, like wherever we brought you, like a Fairmount, sure. You can sleep in the same bed, as long as it's directly across the hallway from me. Okay. Now, here's the thing. It is her house and her rules. And if that's what she wants, her rules. So if that's what she wants, I 100% get it. And like, God bless, God bless. Now, of course, all of the like birth control shit, she does not ever have to bring to Julia. Because if you taught your son right, and it feels like you helicoptered the shit out of him. So in all of that time that you have spent raising this 27-year-old, if you have not instilled in him the common sense of how babies work, that's not on Julia. She's going to make her decision, whatever she wants to do, honey. It's her body, her choice. If she doesn't want to take birth control, she doesn't take birth control. Maybe she does natural family planning. Maybe she takes, honey, I don't know, her temperature all the time and like looks at her like mucus. I mean, I'm not quite sure, whatever, has a nap. I don't know how it works. God bless. But if she's doing that, that's on her. That's how by the way, how Catholics, how I was raised, have been doing it for years. Natural family planning. God bless. And now I think it's like a resurgence, by the way, because there's like, a push for more natural birth control in that sense, anyway, anti-hormonal birth control is what I should say. So all I'm saying is there are other options. We don't know what she's doing, and if Betty wants to talk about it with anyone, it's 100% her son, and then she has to wash her hands of it with sanitizer, like 30 seconds. Sing Britney Spears, like hit me baby one more time, whatever you have to do, but like get all the COVID off, Betty. I like Julia the fact that she told, like, at least in the confessional, like Betty to fuck off. Like Julia gets it. Like that's why this is going to be like explosive and fiery. And Julia also already like, gets the fact that like Brandon isn't standing up for himself nor her, and that has to change. Also, did you like kind of gag when she called him perfect? I was like, oh wait, just you wait. Just you wait, Henry Higgins, just you wait. Okay. Mike and Natalie. So this is, a little sad because we see Bo, honey, and we get a real sad, like, we got to kick Bo out of the house conversation. And Bo takes it, I think, as well as one could, in the sense that he is like, well, I get that you have to start your life. And Mike's like, it's not always and forever. Like, maybe we can get you back in here or the barn. And I just like really have to reiterate, like, how are those the only two options? How are the only two options your home, your single family home, or a barn? It is 5 acres, 3 and 5, 35. 35 harkers, the words acres. You guys see that Nigella Lawson video that's making the rounds where she like is talking, just giving a recipe or whatever. And she's like, just put it in for 30 seconds in the microwave. She says microwave like microwave, people losing their shit. Anyway, 35 acres. And you can't like just build him get a mobile. So, they have prefabricated homes. You can buy them for like probably Costco. Like, I'm just going to throw out a number, like $35,000 to $50,000 maybe. I don't actually know how much those homes are, but like that's just one option of the many options. Here's no whole other option. Like cut down some lumber, use some lumber, and just build it with hands. People have been using hands for a long time. You have this ranch hand. Build him a home. Give him a home. I saw Alana. I'm saying, yeah, he's in debt for that much. We don't know how much he's in debt for because he was in debt. Mike was in all this problematic debt. And then suddenly he wasn't in debt anymore, bought the ranch. Now, not only does he not have debt, but he has money to spare. He doesn't want to give us that much. He doesn't want to say how much he saved, but he can spend like enough for like some weird like industrial penthouse in a hotel, but not room service. He's going to order Chinese, but God bless, God bless, God bless. Oh, Candy, love your reviews. Thank you so much for that super chat. That's so sweet. Candy, you are Candy because you make me feel sweet. You taste sweet. That's kind of gross. You make me feel sweet better. Oh, Candy, thank you so much. That's so lovely. Thank you. What's your favorite kind of candy? I stand Mike and Ike's, Mike and Natalie's. I like those, and I like Skittles, and I like Snickers. Ooh. How did he get the money to pay off his debt? Cameo. I love you, Candy. So thank you so much for that. I will say that going back to this conversation with Bo, then Bo was like, well, yeah, he's got to get on with his life. I'm a 50-year-old man. And Bo looks bad for 50. I mean, I'm going to, in my edited recap, say the same joke. I'm just gonna tell you this because I'll show pictures and I won't be able to do that now on the live. But you know who else is 50? J-Lo and Regina Hall. Okay. I'm just saying those people are 50. And if I did a side by side of Bo and those people, you'd be like, hmm. You just can't live that hard life anymore, you know? I'm gonna drink this water right now. I'm gonna hydrate from the inside. I need to like bathe in some collagen. Mm. Bo too. So Bo should get some Fraxel and just like a mouth makeover. So we go back to Kiev and we see Natalie and she's like, getting ready to board because she only has the 20 days, honey. She's saying bye to her mom and her mom's hair looks great. And I feel bad because, her mom's hair doesn't always look great. And I've talked about her mom's hair before and her mom's hair looked great. It felt really, really bad for them because, Natalie's an only child and I understand that. And she's close to her mom and, that's not happening. They can't live together. They are saying goodbye for the time being as Natalie starts her new life in America. So, at first it's like, how's it going to be when she gets there? And Mike is trepid about just the overall energy because, last they met, it was the whole like taking off the ring and we no longer need that on. And so when Natalie runs out and just like jumps on him and kisses him, like you can see Mike's whole demeanor change. Instead of like Mike being like, yeah, he like loosens up and he starts, he's like calling her love and stuff like that. Ugh. He is a big softie. And there's something about Natalie that speaks to him, her like wild, crazy spirit and like her color that she brings. And the fact that she's like pouty. He likes it. It's just that she's also crazy with the crying and the complaining. For instance, he gets her flowers, and the fact that he got her flowers, great. And listen, they're okay. They're, I guess, purple, which she's not a big fan of the color. Either am I. But you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like the first thing, like, why are they purple? If they're black, I'd be like, why are they black? I'd be like, but like if they're red, yellow, white, red, I said that, pink and like a rose that kind of turns from pink to red, like a pink yellowish rose. Like I love stargazers. I love oriental lilies, like those white ones. Oh, they smell so good. I love hydrangeas, freesias, sure. And gardenias, jasmines, anything fragrant. Basically, I love any flowers that has like a black rose, which even he gave that to me. And then you told me there was like some saucy kind of thing behind it, like some like S&M situation behind it. I'd be into it. But you really have to like preface that. Like we'd have to have like understanding of our relationship. What am I talking about? Anyway, the whole part of the story is they're purple roses that she's given and she's sort of like complaining about it. And I just honestly think that Natalie's going to be annoying this whole season. And I think that we're also going down a roller coaster where we're on a high right now. We were given Mike spending all this money for this industrial penthouse type room, which God bless, which is a beautiful room. And I really was surprised when the food came and it wasn't room service. It was just like Chinese in plastic. Maybe they didn't have room service at the hotel. What kind of hotel doesn't have room service? But anyway. And also, what kind of food was it? I just keep saying Chinese. Was it Chinese? Anyway. But at least he had the also common sense of being like, this girl's going to be tired. Natalie's going to be tired. Having said that, we are on this high of him doing this very nice thing and her being appreciative and her being like, Mike is so nice. Blah, blah, blah. And it's going to disintegrate in front of our eyes. And I think that we are going to blame Natalie. I think that Natalie is going to be like the main culprit. And if I'm wrong, I'm excited. I'm excited to be wrong. I'm excited to have drama with them. I like them as a couple. I'm into the drama. Like, I think I like them better than Rebecca and Syed because the Rebecca and Syed situation is just a little too fake for me. Like in the fact that they are being forced to live with Rebecca's daughter and stuff like that. So anyways, Let's get into Tariq, Terry. What do you call him, Terry now? Um, Tariq and Hazel. So opening shot, honey, he's in the booth. He's in the booth laying down some tracks. And he says, he's actually an excellent rapper. I like that because that supposes that he knows that we hate his music. And also, no, he's not. No. An excellent rapper? I mean, the fact that you can rap, and by rap, I mean, like say rhymed words with a flow to, a beat or music is one thing. You can rap. I can rap is what he should say. And we'd be like, okay. Now, I'm an excellent rapper is quite a different thing. Quite a different thing. Not what you are. Music is not your gift. But you know what? Here's the thing. He's pursuing it. And so did Melissa Gorga. And no one told Melissa Gorga not to pursue it when they should have. You know, Melissa Gorga like built a whole studio in her home and then just like never released another album. So here's another thing which I like forgot about is that he loves Thailand. He like turned into like a Thailophile. Like I don't know if that's a thing, but you know what I'm saying? He loves Thailand, and so much so that he like was dating Thai girls, but then he was like, I'm just gonna expand my horizons, and then that's when he obviously met Hazel, who's like Filipino. And he describes her as an Asian version of Angelina Jolie. And I see that. I do see that. Like she's really, really a pretty girl to the point where like when she FaceTimes him, like whatever angle she's at, it's a good angle, which is crazy because like it's very hard to like look good on FaceTime unless right now I have a ring light and I'm like doing the most to look somewhat presentable. You know what I'm saying? Like every week. And it's just hard. She is just like she's like, hi, she's always good. She's like, no matter like what angle, she's like always gorgeous. It's crazy. And also she's bi now, so we have to talk about that. What a great storyline. So now she gets, not that she's bi now, that we know that she's bi. She's probably bi the whole time. And now that we know that she's bi, we need to talk about it and see it. So there's a whole thing where, yeah, she's just like, I don't care about you, but I'll talk to you, whatever. I'll just look hot on this FaceTime. But let's talk about the girls I get to meet. Can't wait. So, but then we also hear the story about Minnie, which was basically like a Ross and like Rachel situation, was on a break. Terry meets Minnie on a dating website or whatever, and like they were on a break because he thought that Hazel had aborted a baby that she didn't abort or not. I'm not quite sure. What a horrible story that was. Okay, really bad. But whatever. He meets this other girl, and they get back together with Hazel. Hazel's like, I want to meet her. So then they all do. They all meet up in Thailand. They meet. And the first day or 2 days is fine, but then Hazel's over it immediately because she's jealous because we had to be reminded that Terry is a Thai-ophile and this girl was Thai and he can speak Thai. So like they were just like bebopping along and she like felt like super out of it, super like third wheel. And he was never supposed to talk to her again, but then coronavirus happened. He talked to her again. You can't do that, honey. Listen, I think that if you're going to enter into, and this is not for me, so I'm going to give you advice that I would never do. I would never be in a polyamorous relationship. And that is just on me. I am so wildly jealous and angrily, fiercely I would kill someone. I would just murder someone in front of, if you can't touch my man, fire would come out of my eyes. I couldn't even deal. But I'm assuming that if you're going to enter into a situation with a significant other and then bring other people along for the ride, that you have to have a situation where you're all on board. And Hazel is not going to be on board with Minnie. Hazel doesn't like Minnie. We've already tried Minnie. So try Mickey. No, I'm just kidding. Try Daisy. Okay, it's not going to be Minnie though. So we'll see what happens. I also want to give, Tariq some props for like also being the Monday through Friday dad, taking care of his girl, you know? So it was really beautiful. I'm trying to think. I think that's all I have. Oh, there was also a situation where he just like met with this other girl that he like met when she was a renter of his. Anyway, they try so hard to have like someone just to like talk to and like be able to like have an expository conversation for all the information they want the audience to know. I'm so happy you guys are here. There are so many people in this room right now. There's more people than last time. Will you go ahead and like this video if you haven't? Just give it a thumbs up. A thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. I really appreciate it. I know if you're on a phone or like a device that's annoying, so like, how do I do it? You'd like exit out of the chat, thumbs it up, and come right back. And listen, it's frustrating. I wish it'd be easier for you. And if I owned YouTube or Google, honey, I would. I'd make it real easy, but I didn't do it. So anyway, I love you. I know it's annoying, but thank you. Okay, so moving on to Rebecca and Zayed. Okay, so Rebecca is going to go meet Melanie at the gym. And Melanie we know from the first season as being her friend that like owned the PI. You know, what a great, they should have had way more, way more scenes of her being a PI. We had like what, one scene of like Rebecca rolling underneath the car. We just talked about it. I don't know what it do. Was that like a fever dream I had? Like, don't you need to know like one case they solved? Rebecca and Melanie on the case, like little PIs. Are they going after cheaters? Yes, I need to see it. Like, and also what a amazing spinoff. Anyway, but they're still friends even though they don't work together anymore. And they're gonna go kickboxing. That's so loud. Can you hear that? It's the Crown. And then whatever, they have a boring scene, but the best scene happens because Rebecca then decides she needs to make Zayed happy. God, it's so loud. And Zayed has wanted one thing, and she wants to make him comfortable when he comes to America, and she's going to be spending all that time working at Joelle's Chicken so that she can make the money that she needs to support them both on this journey together. And she's already in the hole because she's done this already. Anyway, but here's the thing. So he needs something to do, and let me just tell you, something great would be like education online education in English. You know, like as well as maybe like some sort of trade. She's going to go buy him a gaming console. Maybe PlayStation 5. Is that the big one right now? Is it a Wii? Is it an Xbox? What's the one that he can play Mario Kart on? So that's the Wii, right? She needs to buy a Wii if he wants to play Mario Kart. She doesn't know. Call of Duty, like what's Zayed's gaming thing? Is he like a Vice Grand Theft Auto? Like, she gets to go to this GameStop to be like, oh, my son. Well, last time I bought something was my son at 25. And then that's how she awkwardly starts the conversation. And now I have to buy something. And then she's like, the girl's like, for your son? And she's like, no, it's not for my son. It's for my boyfriend. He's 27. Yeah. She says it out loud. I have to buy something for my boyfriend because he's coming here and he's going to have something to do while I work. And while she says the sentence, didn't you look at her and you were just like waiting for it to like, for her to be like, I'm here to buy a gaming console because I need to buy something for my fiance who's about to come here and have something to do while I'm away working for the money. Why am I doing this? I shouldn't be doing this. Oh, you want her to like have the moment where she realizes to like just walk out and not spend the money on that. But Ugh. I just hope that I look down and I see Fleecy the Sheep Girl Switch Bro. So you think that she bought him a Nintendo Switch? You think that like What? Is he gonna just play Animal Crossing? Just like Brandon does in the backseat of his car too. Just make whatever world their dream world. I don't know how to play Animal Crossing. I can't even say it. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. Is it like The Sims? I don't know. I play this dumb game called Home Decor. Okay, so other things that happen in this greatest scene ever of her um, buying a game. She also thinks that maybe she'll buy a soccer game. Then she gives her credit card to pay for it. It's a credit card's a picture of Zayed. It's a picture of him. I need to face that face, those golden eyes. I love you so much. Credit line. And she's like, he's cute, right? And the person that's helping her is like, yeah. I mean, it's not really her type. And then she's like, Rebecca's like, I get razzed by my kids because I have pics of him everywhere. Honey, she gets razzed. She gets razzmatazed a lot, honey. She gets razzmatazed, and she also gives a lot of raspberries. Rebecca, Razzie, Tazzy, McBecca. I'm sorry. It's just like, I hope it works out for her. Because there is something kind of lovable about her. Like, there are so many red flags, and there's so many, like, I don't know if I would do that, and Weem is such a bitch or whatever, but I really want the best Rebecca, like, and I will say this. So then what happens is she's sleeping and she gets a call from Zayed, and the call is like to talk about what happened on his visa interview, which, by the way, we don't know what happens. Able to see what happens next week. Okay. But I was so impressed because she answers the phone and like she doesn't give it, she's like in the middle, we saw Rebecca like first starting like with the ring light, all the makeup and all the filters and like wanting to look perfect all the time. And now he's not even to America yet. She's like, what? I kind of go back to bed. I'm so tired, like, God bless. I just used not a phone, but the iPhone box. Okay. Jovi and Yara. Ooh, my back hurts. Oh my gosh, this is the last couple. Yeah, we have not met other couples yet. Okay, Jovi and Yara. So poor thing, Jovi knows that he has bagged a girl that likes nice things. And here's the thing. I am 100% this kind of girl. Not her type of girl, like I don't have the same aesthetic as her, but I like nice things. I love nice things. I love luxury. I die for it. I fiend it. Like rabid at the mouth. The thought of like any sort of like gross amount of money being paid for anything. Like anything that can be considered luxe or high quality, like I am not happy about, but I am a materialistic person for it. I want the best. I want the best experiences. I want to be surrounded by beauty and luxury at all times. His apartment's not bad. It's a corporate apartment that's been recently redone so that it has new fixtures. And so everything is new. It's not decorated. It's probably one of those places that gave him like free like first month's and last month's rent, but he also pays more per month than other places that he could have gotten because it's corporate. It's just not decorated and it's not clean. Like he is just one of those types of people because of either his gender or his age or his mindset that just doesn't see it. Doesn't understand like what is clean or what is dirty in the sense of like his stuff. He's like, that's just things are just in the closet. Like they're in the closet. Why are you talking about my shorts in the closet? But they're probably not put away and they probably are like kind of messed up and maybe they have some stains on them. I'm not quite sure. They don't look nice. And so she, it's just like a difference of opinion. So she kind of comes in and she complains about everything. Won't stop, can't stop. And at one point I like look over and I'm like, oh, he's a nice coffee maker. She's got to be happy about that. I started looking around his apartment, and be like, she's gotta be happy with the backsplash. The backsplash wasn't bad. She was upset about like the kind of like I guess how small his bedroom was. It felt like maybe there was just like a bigger piece of furniture that was in the entryway. Yeah, I mean, if you have your own space, like a one bedroom apartment, I don't really care about a small bedroom. So I'm like, well, I guess I would care about having space for my clothes. And so I think that's what she's figuring out with the hangers, you know. I think that she's gonna have to go get her own dresser. I think that's probably gonna happen. But he just cannot wait to get her out of that apartment and take her to Bourbon Street. I mean, he cannot wait. And it's kind of like I'm surprised because I know that he's seen a lot of places, and this is just one of those things that I just like. He's like, can't wait to show her Bourbon Street, but Bourbon Street is kind of like, it's an interesting city. New Orleans is a beautiful city and a rich culture that's different uh, than a lot of like just other American city cultures. But one of the reasons why it's different is it looks European. It looks older, like an older world situation from the influences, right? But this bitch from those places, so she's seen it. She's like, I don't need to see like, yeah, I'm from. When I go to these places that are even older than the way this one looks, it's not covered in pee and vomit, so I like those ones better. Bourbon Street is not it. I mean, I think everyone should go if that interests you, and I've been, but it's like, yeah, no, I said this in my recap. It's definitely gross. But whatever, go, see some titties. I would go for like jazz festival, like, I wouldn't go for Mardi Gras, but I would go to like the jazz festival or like Essence Fest or something. What a dream. Mm. Um, I just looked down. Mickey said that Let's Dance is a fun game, and that Mario Party is so very silly and fun. How I played it at my son's and wanted to get it for my friends when we all get together, but I love all the games. Okay, Mickey, I have to tell you that I had such an obsession with Mario Party in college. I loved Mario Party. I was always, of course, Princess Peach. I was, everyone, like all my friends, I don't, when you play with the same game with your friends, sometimes like they all have the same avatar or whatever they play. Like my one friend that was always Wario. One friend that was always like Toad or whatever. Yeah, I love Mario Party. It is such a fun game. There was also a game on Xbox called Fusion Frenzy I played in college. Um, ooh, so anyway, going back to Jovi and Yari. So they go to Bourbon Street, and then they have this conversation, and this conversation I think is sad on Jovi's part. Jovi wants Yara to go to his mom's house to introduce her to her mom, and he wants to spend the night there. Now, I need you to tell me two things. And I don't know if I didn't hear this. A, how far away is the mom's from the place, their apartment? And B, why is it going to be uncomfortable for like I want to know like and if it is like I want to know if it's going to be uncomfortable for Yar and why and if it truly is like then I can make my assertion whether she's setting boundaries for herself. For instance, if she knows for a fact that Joey's mom's bananas, I don't know if this to be true or not, but if I knew that someone's mother was bananas, I'd be like, you know what, I don't want to spend the night there. I can't be beholden to her for that amount of time. So I can do a couple hours, but I would need to be able to like leave. Um, and or I would also need to know whether Jovi's mom lives like 5 hours away. Then I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe, yeah, spending the night makes sense. So I am very sleep sensitive. I prefer my own bed, my own sheets, my own pillows, my Nespresso maker in the morning with my almond milk creamer. I mean, I am a creature of habit and comfort. Habitual comforts. That is the kind of creature I am in my lineage. My father, comfort. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, I also wouldn't want to be in an uncomfortable, like, home situation. However, if it is 5 hours away and, like, there's no reason to be, like, uncomfortable, and if, like, she has a nice bed for them and, she has to do one day, I feel like it's normal to, like, have to spend the night in your fiance's parents' home. It kinda reminds me of when Elizabeth didn't wanna stay with Andre's parents. I cannot believe Elizabeth has an OnlyFans and Andre doesn't. Wow. And I have to go back. What is on Elizabeth OnlyFans? Naked Elizabeth? I don't want to be naked. Like I can't even talk naked Elizabeth. I want it to be naked Andre. Ugh. Okay, so we are going to see um next week. Hopefully some of the new peeps. I definitely want to see Hazel and like see what her life is like. I'm reading some of your things. That's all of the episode I have, and so I'm going to talk to you guys right now. Rebecca, that's so funny. I'm like, my mods are so funny. Rebecca is good, mommy. Nintendo juice boxes, mac and cheese, all set for my boy toy. I know. Where's the chocolate chip cookies? Hello. Bird from the Bay. Nothing good. The YouTube channel Your Wet Sock reviewed it. Hella lame. Yeah, oh yeah. Your Wet Sock does all of the like OnlyFans. Like, yeah. Why would you join though? Unless you were like showing what you got to show. The Hazel thing I think is contrived. Yeah, I mean, the mini story sounded like a whole bunch of drama. It did sound like a fake drama situation, like titillating, sexual for us to be like, oh, ooh. Oh, Mickey has a story for Lisa. Not all of us, just Lisa. She'll tell Lisa in this room, and then it'll be all for all of us. As adults, I'd rather have a hotel, but as younger people, I spent night at the in-laws often. It's fun to get in sneaky, like, yeah. I mean, okay, this really depends on the energy of the parents. Like, that's why I want to give Yara, if Yara knows something's up with Jovi's mom, that she's, like, I would want to stay with Betty, but that is what's happening. Like, once you met Betty, you're like, I don't know if I can do the boundaries I would have to draw, which Julia is already drawing, not to go back to that couple. Julia's already drawing boundaries like, no, you are going to talk to them. I'm not talking to them. That's you that's talking to them. Like, she's going to try and do it, whether Brandon is able to actually do it and whether they can continue their relationship, all of this to be seen. Yara seemed pretty rude, like, I'm not doing that. And yeah, at the end of the convo, she's like, I'm done with this, with talking about this. I've made my fucking point. I'm not spending the night. I will go for a couple of hours. Which, if she says that she can only go for a couple of hours, it makes me feel like he and his mom don't live that far away. Like, if he lives like 45 minutes away from his mom, just drive home. And be like, if you want to spend more time, then be like, yeah, I'll come back. We didn't talk about the couple in the hotel room. And the couple in the hotel room. What couple in the hotel room? Are you gonna make holiday cookies live again? I want to. I want to make either like a bouche Noel, which I think is actually way too hard. These like little sugar cookies. These Lebanese sugar cookies are really good, or just get me like frosted cookies. If you guys want me to, I will. I will make cookies again. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do Elizabeth's OnlyFans. Now, if it was Andre. Okay. All I'm saying is I like me some Andre. He's sexy. Oh yeah. And them in the hotel room was just like her like telling Brandon. Like, when they first got in, they're actually tired, and then when she like second time after dinner, she's like, what's happening? Who are you? You better get your shit together. Tell your mom what's up. I love it's like two different mindsets. I love Julia being like, Well, then just tell your mom that if she doesn't let us sleep in the same room, that we'll leave. And Brandon's like, no, no. Um, I have no money. We don't have a leg to stand on because we can't leave. So we have to stay with them. It's in fact their house, their rules. Like Brandon really played a double side where like he to Julia, he's like, it sucks. Yeah, no, these sucks that they're doing this. And then to them, they're like, no, I get it why you're doing it. Yeah, it's your house. So I'm just, yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. To them while they're in the same while they're at the same table, which I thought was just like Julia, run. I mean, this is the thing where it's like red flags. These are like burning red flags. They are hot red hot flags. Six Flags Magic Mountain. Brandon scares me. It's not a good mindset. Oh God, Julia. Andre has big D rough S energy. Tell me about it. I agree. Dee. Andre will be wearing an animal skin loincloth in his fans only because he's a caveman. Listen, yes, yes, yes. And I'm saying some people will make sure the cave is clean because they appreciate a masculine man. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But that is what I think Elizabeth is, likes that. Pedro should get an OnlyFans. Oh, yeah, he should. He should. Yeah, he should. I mean, obviously anyone but Colty, but Colty did. Brandon spends all his money to the point where he can't afford a place. Yeah, all on her. He spent all his money in like 1 year and now he can't afford anything. Yeah, like that's quite a something to be like, I'm going to spend whatever, $20,000 in 1 year and I can't even afford to leave my parents. Binyam should get an OnlyFans. Oh, screaming at Alana. Omar should get an OnlyFans. Oh, he's too good though. He's too religious. He'll never do it. Oh, but could you imagine that sexy Syrian doctor? Dentist? Doctor of teeth? I must be less superficial than I think. Andrea appealed to me for the first day or so. Yeah, I'm so superficial. You really should know that about me. I mean, whatever. I consciously try and like reflect, and I'm smart enough to make certain distinctions, if you will. But God, he's hot. He is hot. Omar. Yes, that is my only. I would sign up and be like, yeah, I'll see it. I want to see it, honey. I want to see all the kanafi. I do, but like I stand. I mean, I'm not with Andre. It's like I'm not saying I could live with him for the rest of my life. I actually don't know, and like I really am not. I really think that it's hypocritical of him to like have like such a machismo, like chauvinistic attitude and not back it up with any sort of traditional gender role responsibility of making any sort of money. So that's why I'm like, whatever. Now I'll look at you I'll look at you. Oh, sure. I'll look at you. But like, yeah, that's what I'm with that one. Aladdin OnlyFans. Some people love Aladdin. I'm trying to think of like who I've been like, I don't know, like what man am I like? I think that I'm into Jason Momoa. I think Jason Momoa is just like very sexy. And I also like the guy from 365 DNI, that Polish sex film we're talking about this, which his name is Michael Monroney, maybe. Anyway, yeah, what else? Does Alexi have an OnlyFans? I do not think they would. No, I don't think that she would allow that. She absolutely would not allow it. Okay, baby booze, baby booze. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go, but I will do an recap of this episode that's edited. I'm going to shoot it tomorrow. I probably will have to rewatch it to like think of new funny things and things I haven't seen or said already. So if I missed anything, write it in a comment on this video, not in the live chat. I mean, I would prefer if you would comment after I uploaded it so I could see it easier. Anyway, and of course, if you haven't yet liked this video after I upload it as well, if you can, or in this chat. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. For the holidays, I'm doing like an advent calendar of like internet trinkets I find. Because I don't know, sometimes I just find funny things and then I want to share them. So like putting them behind Christmas doors, you know what I'm saying? And if you haven't yet, you can always go to Facebook, search Vanity Fair, and join that group. I don't understand how YouTube notifications work in the sense that often people are never notified of me doing anything. So when I go live, I always post the link there. And then, of course, if I uploaded a video, I always post a link there too. So, and I will be uploading more. Can you tell? So I really appreciate you guys. And thank you guys so much for being here. And I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you have, an awesome week. Now you're just like spreading the love everywhere you go. Spreading that holiday cheer wherever you can. Not spreading COVID as much as spreading Hollywood cheer, holiday cheer in the form of like well-wishing, supportive texts, cards, FaceTimes. Even if you like are doing like a Rebecca FaceTime, it's like tired. You're just like, hi, or you're like, Asian Angelina Jolie FaceTime, just like, I love you guys. Okay. Thanks to my mods for being here though too. It's really, really sweet. I appreciate you guys. Okay. I love you. All right. Take care of yourselves and each other and stand up for what you believe and make art. I hope you have a beautiful night. Sleep well. Bye.